Hello Ethiopians, my name is Belay III. And if you know Sinzero, well, he's my twin brother. I'm here bringing you my weekly show, Funny If It Wasn't True. Stick around, you won't want to miss it. And today, we're talking about Abiy Ahmed's BRICS 2024 trip. Or maybe we should call it his latest vacation. As usual, he took his wife along. She follows him everywhere. Some even call her Ethiopia's version of Imelda Marcos. Abiy basically shut out on the global stage, and it's no mystery why. His constant blunders, inept, genocidal sadistic leadership, foul mouth, and refusal to use an interpreter have pushed world leaders and diplomats past their limits. Nobody wants to visit him at all. So he and his wife just use these so-called international meetings as an excuse for a vacation. He knows most leaders can't stand him, but he insists on showing up anyway. You have to wonder if the BRICS leaders really wanted him there. Think about it. He's the only leader in that room buying drones to attack his own people daily. He's also responsible for over 1 million deaths among his own citizens. While other leaders value their country's histories, he promotes division, ruling with an ethnic federal system that keeps him in power based on ethnicity. And he shows little respect for Ethiopia's history, a stark contrast to nations like China, India and Russia who deeply honor their pasts. Honestly, it feels like he's there just to provoke the Americans or maybe just to snap a photo with the big players. Abiy has absolutely no business being at BRICS. His economic performance has been horrendous. Let's look at other reasons why his presence there is not just weird, strange and awkward. He is the last person they want to hang out with. The Chinese, Russians and others see it clearly. Abiy feels the need to trash whichever group isn't in the room. When he's with the Americans, he talks shit about Chinese or Russians. When he's with the Chinese, he badmouths the Americans. He's painfully ignorant, childish, and too clueless to realize he doesn't need to act this way. His obsessive craving for admiration is beyond words. He's willing to throw Ethiopia's future under the bus just to satisfy for a desperate instant need to be loved. You can even find his stupid bad-mouthing of the Chinese in John Lee Anderson's article in The New Yorker. Go and read. Abiy publicly told The New Yorker that he worked as a spy for the NSA, even saying he'd die fighting for America. Imagine that. BRICS, the anti-West alliance, featuring a guy who's open and proud to spy for them. And in the same interview, he even trashed the Chinese to please the US. This man doesn't know when to keep quiet, embarrassing Ethiopia on the world stage. Most BRICS countries take immense pride in their ancient history, heritage, and religions. The Chinese, Indians, Iranians, Russians, Egyptians, and others are all deeply connected to their cultures. Ethiopia is among these 10 oldest ancient nations, yet the difference is striking. Abiy seems to view Ethiopian history with contempt, showing every intention to rewrite, dismiss, and bury it altogether. Abiy and his ruling Oromo Prosperity Party firmly believe that Ethiopia's 2000-year history is nothing but Amhara history. Language, art, music and culture. He whines about it like the Bolsheviks lamenting Great Russian chauvinism. Abiy and his Oromo party label it the Great Amhara Chauvinism. He's taking aggressive steps to minimize, reduce, and influence the presence of Amhara culture, language, and history in Ethiopia. Right now, he's flying drones over the Amhara region. It's been over a year since he declared war on the Amhara people.
Last year, we celebrated the 125th anniversary of the diplomatic relations, which are founded on a rich history and many years of traditions of friendship, mutual respect, cultural closeness of our people.
You know what? Ethiopia has the second largest Orthodox Christian community in the world, right after Russia. And Abiy is seen by Ethiopian Orthodox Christians as someone who has raised a sword against their faith. Many Ethiopian Orthodox followers and historians are saying that the violence against the church has reached a level worse than anything in its 2000-year church history. It's even more brutal than what the Derg, godless communist regime. Russians are well aware of what he is doing. Most BRICS countries prioritize unity and work to build a strong, cohesive front for their citizens. They don't exploit ethnicity or religion to create divisions among their people. However, Abiy's approach to leadership is entirely opposed to this philosophy. Ethiopia is divided into ethnic regions, having adopted a Stalinist playbook that is enshrined in the constitution, allowing ethnic groups the right to self-determination even to the point of secession. This makes Ethiopia a unique. Word is, Abiy's face soured when the Russians played a beloved Amhara tune at the BRICS dinner. Apparently, he was hoping for his own ethnic music to set the mood, but the Russians seem to have a playlist of their own. As everyone's enjoying dinner, Abiy's Oromo forces are out flying drones, killing civilians, and torching ancient Orthodox churches and mosques. Do you guys know that he's even banned Amharic literature department from Addis Ababa University? Meanwhile, over in Russia, they're teaching Amharic in schools, keeping the language alive. Amharic is the world's second largest Semitic language after Arabic, with its own distinct alphabet. It stands as the only African language with an indigenous script, making it one of the few languages globally with a unique writing system. You know, we really need to talk about the lies he tossed around during that meeting. It was totally out of line for such an important event. He kept rambling about his seedlings and throwing out numbers that were just flat out lies. Does he honestly think these leaders are just going to buy into that crap?
Our nation, now the third largest economy in sub-Saharan Africa. Our Green Legacy Initiative, which mobilized our citizens to plant 40 billion seedlings in 6 years, having become the largest wheat producer in Africa through enhanced productivity. Our investments in smart cities and tourism development, drawing visitors from around the globe.
Ethiopians, we hope you're enjoying the show. If you are, please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe.